Hey, Mike here, and it's been a pretty busy week so far. I've been pretty swamped in terms of work, not only on just schoolwork, but work in general for the Masquerade card game. I've been working hard on the website, and I'm actually taking it to one of my web design majors, as I mentioned in the previous episode. Anyway, that's not why I'm here. Since I'm so busy, I figured I'd just take this blog video thing just to talk about what makes a good story? It was a question that was on my mind recently because I'm actually almost finished with the Masquerade book. I'm on chapter 47 and am finishing up that right now. But I'm considering writing again after that, depending on how successful the book is. And I was just wondering what really makes a good story, not only for me, but I guess for anyone. But for this episode's purposes, I'll just be talking about what makes a good story for me. And I did a little bit of thinking about it and about the many different stories I like. For those of you who don't know, my favorite book actually is. Drop the mic here. My favorite book is actually Watchmen, which I have right here. I've read this more times than I can count. But and what that story has that a lot of stories don't have actually is character and good interesting characters like Rorschach and Dr. Manhattan and the comedian and well just characters in general. Characters for me make up a story. They make it really interesting. I love to see how they react with each other. Two different characters. If you put them in a room, how are they going to react with each other? Are they going to poke at each other's flaws? Are they going to become best friends? Are they going to start a riot? Or it's interesting just to see how it works. That's part of the reason why I even started the Masquerade project, considering that's a game and a book full of characters and seeing how they play off each other in interesting ways. But yeah, just characters in books, their flaws, their hopes, their dreams, and just seeing how they work together. That really just, I don't know, it makes the story for me. I don't know. I, what else can I talk about that? Just there's more to it than that. I guess it's just if you, I feel like if you have good characters, no matter what your media is, as long as you're telling a story and you have good characters, you can tell a good novel or a good plot there. You don't really need to really think hard about how the story goes, what the rising action or the climax is, because if the characters are strong enough and they have good enough characteristics and they're interesting and engaging, then they pretty much write themselves, especially if they have multiple good characters, like I try to have in my book actually. For those of you who don't know, the whole book is basically based on a bunch of characters and put into this horrible situation, and it goes to some pretty dark roots. But uh, yeah, so for me, what really makes a story is a good story, at least, is good character, and just that's what I've been focusing on while writing. Actually, I'm just wondering what else is there really. A good plot, I guess. That's more. That's I've been told that a good plot is really important in fantasy novels, but I don't really focus on it as much in mine as most fantasy novels do, like J.R. or not J.R. Martin, George Martin. Um, in his Game of Thrones series, that has a really strong focus on plot, and especially the Lord of the Rings and classic highbrow fiction, just stuff like that. There's a really strong sense of story, but sometimes the characters aren't always there. I mean, especially if a lot of them, like the Game of Thrones universe, there's hundreds of characters you have to remember, and just I mean, he does a good job. I read the first book pretty well, and I've seen some of the episodes, but there's just so many that you have to remember. Sometimes you don't know which one you want to be rooting for, or which one, or sometimes you have trouble remembering them all together. But yeah, I'm repeating myself again. If you could have five strong characters in a book, or in a story, or in a game, in a movie, or anything, you can have a really powerful piece of work there. I guess I'm mumbling right now. I figured I'd do a video, considering I haven't done one in a while. Excuse me. But yep, that's pretty much it. Book's going well. Um, if you want to hear more about the process is going, I'm going to be adding my third chapter onto the blog, which you can find down below. I'll probably do that tomorrow sometime. And check out the Facebook group too. Like, subscribe, comment on videos. Let me know what you guys really think makes a good story. Like I said, characters for me all the way. Take care, guys. See you around. Gotta turn off. There we go.